Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks. Today's video, I'm going to use the parallel dimension tool and let Corel help me with a little math. This is what you need if you want to take a screenshot, but it's really easy. I'm going to hold down the control button and make a perfect polygon, six-sided. I hit P to put it in the center of the page. I'm going to start with a flat bottom, so I'm going to rotate it 30 degrees. I need to know the length of one of these lines. I'm going to use the parallel dimension tool and make sure you go from node to node, and we got 9.85. Then I'll make an ellipse that is 9.85. I'm going to put that ellipse right here, or right on the node. I'm going to hit the plus key and put another ellipse right here. They're perfect. But I want an ellipse around the whole thing to give us this curve. So I'm going to get the parallel dimension tool again and make sure you go from the center all the way to that quadrant, and that makes your perpendicular, and we're at 1478. That's half the distance we need. So we're going to type in 14.78 times 2. And then I'm going to hit P, and look at that. It's perfect. Now, a lot of times, even though it's perfect, you might have a little leak right here. So I'm going to get rid of that line and that line. And I'm going to take this. So I wasn't evidently not perfect, because it should not have done that. What we can do to stop that is put a 2-point line right there, and then delete this with the perfect. Now we could have a leak down here because of that. We're going to take the Smart Fill tool, and we do. So we can take that exact same line, or one like it. It's not going to affect your drawing, just kind of go to the middle. You could actually take this and see a hairline. Now I'm going to nudge that out of the way. A hairline does not really affect your object. Now I nudged it out of the way twice. And now I'm going to nudge it back twice. We're working in the center of the page, so I'm going to take blue. I'm going to take away the outline. I'm going to get my interactive fill tool. And you could put, different colors, but I'm going to go black to make it look like it's going in the bisque. Control D, alternate C, and rotate it 60 degrees, and then Control D, Control D, Control D. That way you have that, which looks like it goes into the bisque. And this would be a good one to clone, because you could really see it, but I'm not going to do that. Now I'm going to show you how easy it is to change the colors. Interactive fill tool. Change that one to this blue. All you have to do is click on the next one, change it to green. All I'm doing is changing one color. You do have to click on it for it to work, so you can see that box. I don't really like yellow with the interactive fill tool. It always looks dirty to me. We're going to leave that one blue, and we'll make this one burnt orange. That's simple. Now it is a round shape, but because we made it dark, it kind of goes into, I call it the bisque. Anyway, hope that gave you an idea or two, and thank you for watching.